New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
New Thought Media Network proudly presents On Purpose with Reverend Beth Linguri. Wednesdays at 7 a.m. Mountain Time, 3 p.m. Central European Time. Come find purpose, nurture growth, and live your passion. And now On Purpose with Reverend Beth Linguri.
Hello, everyone. So good to be here again this week with you. I'm delighted. Thank you for joining me live or later as you listen to the recording. I am Beth Linguri, and this is On Purpose. It's a weekly broadcast devoted to supporting you on your journey, on your evolutionary journey to live life on purpose, on your divine purpose, on that purpose for which you were created. And you are here today by divine appointment. So thank you. And I honor each one for your commitment and presence. We are building a community together to support each other on this evolutionary journey. And each week as we grow together, we connect. Even though we're not all together in the same place, there is this connection, this energy which brings us and draws us all together on this journey. To honor that essence, that divine, which lives inside of you. So now I invite you into the sanctuary of this moment now. Be still and listen. And listen, opening your listening heart to the wisdom of life itself. And allow this life to be your guide. So surrender into this moment and let go of any thinking or planning or any other intellectual activities. And just be here in this present moment. And as we join together, we have this intention to be here in the moment with your whole self. So just take a deep breath, the breath of life. And if you choose, may you gently close your eyes or focus on a spot in front of you and allow the breath to move through you without any effort. Just the breath comes and goes. And as it comes in, we just soak in the gift of life. And as we release the breath, we release all that is unlike this gift, this pure love. Breathing in and out. Grateful for this breath of life. We did nothing to earn it, and yet it is always present. And as you relax into this moment, relax your whole body to that point of being willing to give your gift. Just relax. I am willing to give. I am willing. And let that gratitude well up on you and smile and feel happiness. This body is the temple of the divine. And there may be things you have done or minor transgressions that have caused you to feel shame or disappointment or sorrow or regret. All of those things which we carry around with us during the day and talk to ourselves about, let them go. They have no place here now. And they're only thoughts. And you can accept them or reject them. So just let them go and take a deep breath and become here in the silence, in the stillness. And simply allow your listening heart to open up and listen to the words that I speak as your words, and allow them to just resonate through you. I am whole and perfect in that divine place within. Everything I need to know is inside, right there, closer than breath. And nothing I have done can change that. So I relax, I let go, and I surrender to the voice within, to the stillness. And there is the power. There is the power ready to move in and through you, as me. In this openness of heart, in this openness of mind, in this deep stillness, listen to the words that Ernest Holmes writes in this book that we are focusing on, this thing called you. He says, you have a silent partner within you. You have a silent partner within you whose energy is inexhaustible and whose intelligence is without limit. So our theme today is this silent partner. Listen up. Your silent partner is more than just a subjective idea or some unconscious reaction to life. It is life itself. It is life itself. So if I have this silent partner inside me, how do I make this partner begin to make itself known? How can I connect with it? If it's silent, does it speak? So I ask the question, and in the next lines of his book, he gives the following instructions. You must find and maintain a close communion with your true center. You must find and maintain a close communion with your true center. Your creative power is not an act of will. I'll decide now and I'll do this and I'll do that. It is instead out of your willingness to believe in something beyond yourself, beyond your everyday self, beyond this identity of your body, of your name, of your role that you play, whatever identity that we have taken on for our external life in our world. That's not who you are. There is something deeper within each one. As you know, if you listened to our talks before, I remind you each week of the closeness of the breath. So just close your eyes and observe your breath. You must believe, he says. Believe in what? Something beyond yourself. A silent partner. Believe in a silent partner. I mean, let's be serious. If we think about this, it's really incredible. We have a silent partner as close as our breath, which is always present. And at the same time, It's the same creative power that created this planet, that created the solar system, that created the universe. That is power. And it's right there. How come I didn't realize this before? Question. So we go back to the source, to the book we're talking about. And these are the words. Listen up. Your creative power comes from the originating spirit itself. It knows no limit. It is not conditioned by any circumstance and is governed by no law outside itself, not the laws of any country or government or temporal experience. And it is our silent partner, always available. This sounds almost too good to be true. Can you imagine it? Can you believe it, really? Stay open. Stay open to this idea. Why am I dithering around with all these worries and anxieties? And I need this, and oh, I want this, and oh, this self-talk that I go through each day, and I hope this works out and that works out. And if I have this, then this will be okay. And now, right now, I have some concerns about my physical health, and how am I going to deal with all of this? And it's pulling my attention and telling me that I don't have something or I need something. Why do I struggle so much? So, my friends, I'm going to invite you today into an experiment. If this is true, I have no reason to believe or doubt it, and metaphysicians and teachers have been saying it throughout the ages. All of the texts, spiritual teachings say the same thing. So let's prove it. Let's prove it. Let's engage in an experiment, and I'm going to invite you to join me. But it does mean listening carefully and actually following the instructions. This is the instruction manual that he gives in the next section of the book. These are the steps that Ernest Holmes suggests we follow in order to contact this silent partner and the power that this partner brings to our life. So there are 4 steps. First step, feel such a close union with this invisible presence that it becomes to you not separated from you, but operating through you. So that it means sitting down and feeling, sitting down and just being quiet until you can feel this close union with this invisible presence. The second step, he says, unity does not come with uniformity. Therefore, know that life is acting through you in a unique way, in a very original manner. So it will be like nobody else. So we don't ask anybody else, what did you feel? What did you feel? No, that experience that we have is going to be individual to each one of us. And then the third step is to each day as you wake up, you know that something new and wonderful is going to happen to you today. And then as you go through the day, you say, I am conscious of the divine spirit acting through me. So let's go through those steps once again. So 4 steps. So In the evening before you go to bed, stay with quiet in yourself and feel such a close union with this invisible presence that it becomes you, not separated from you, but operating through you. Know that it's going to operate through you in a totally individual manner. And in the morning, as you wake up, know that something new and wonderful is going to happen today. And just be on the lookout. Wait, see what the adventure is going to be. And then as you go through the day, I am conscious of the divine acting through me. I am aware that the truth is making me free from any belief in want or need or limitation, but it is working through me today. I am conscious of the divine spirit acting through me. So this means that as we go through the day, we're simply constantly aware of this truth, freeing me from any belief in want or limitation. So when we're tempted to say, oh, I need this or that, we simply allow what comes and have this feeling of security and the ability to do anything. If I should do it, it will be clear and I will have the ability to do it. So he goes on in the chapter to talk a little bit more about this idea of living in the kingdom of heaven now. He said, why wait until we die, our physical body dissolves, to live in the kingdom when we can live in the kingdom right now? It simply means making this choice and then creating the habits to support this choice. So you have this invisible nature right now. And you are as immortal as you will ever be. So begin to live as an immortal being. This soul is the one triumphant, indestructible, and incomparable thing you possess. So why wait for physical death to enjoy and experience your immortal being? Do not prepare to die, but prepare to live. And whether you are 10 or 10 times 10, 100, or anywhere in between, just live each day as the gift of life that it is. You can create a new future to the degree that you have the faith to believe that you can. So let's give you a little bit of an example from my own personal life. So this is the planting season here in Switzerland where I am presently. If you're in the southern hemisphere, perhaps it's starting to be winter, but it could be still a planting season. So, and the weather became very warm, and the urge to get your hands in dirt and start the gardening and see this, everything is blooming and blossoms and life is just everywhere present. So my granddaughter and I decided to get the garden ready. So we go out with the pitchforks and the shovels, and we spend the day digging up and making the earth ready. And we got rid of all the weeds and all the old plants and dug up everything and gave it lots of air. And then we put in some new loam and fertilizer and all the good things that the plants need to grow. And then we, after the earth, that took a long time. So we prepared the earth to be fully ready for the new plants. And then we planted some seeds. Green peas is a favorite. So we planted seeds to grow green peas. And then we planted some small seedlings of lettuce. And we planted some seedlings of potatoes. And then we planted some seedlings of a variety of herbs. And we planted them in the ground. And I have every expectation that they will grow into plants and give fruit. And we will enjoy the fruits of our garden. I don't go out and dig them up at peas and say, oh, you're growing. I have just let them grow and have expectation they will grow into what they are to be. So I invite you now to plant your hopes and aspirations in the soil of your life. And when any of those weeds of disbelief or doubts or all of those other things come in, just whip them out. They have no place here. I'm planting seeds in my garden of life, and I have every expectation that these hopes and aspirations that I plant will grow in the garden of my life. And you can take out your notebook and consult your silent partner to learn what it is that you are to do each day as you follow the 4 steps. So you can ask your partner, your silent partner, write a question in your notebook. What is it that I'm to do today? And allow the answer to come. It will come, and write it down. And at the end of this time together with your silent partner, you'll come up with a list of things and you'll say, oh, I like the sound of that. Well, that sounds good. Perfect health? Yes. No more medications? Yes. So write down these things and sow these, sowing as sowing seeds, sow these as thoughts. And sow them as thoughts every day. And I know the promise is the Lord of the harvest will permit you to reap what you have sown. The Lord of the harvest will permit you to reap what you have sown. So once more, those 4 steps in the evening before you go to sleep, spend some time and feel this union with this invisible presence, your silent partner. Remember that it will speak to you and it will come through you as an individual, different. Unity does not mean uniformity, so it will be different for you, original. And as you wake up in the morning, you will know that something new and wonderful is going to happen to you, and you anticipate it and look forward to it with excitement and happiness and joy. And then as you go through the day, you say, I am conscious of the divine spirit acting through me. So today was the day that I had a medical appointment where I go in to have some blood work, and I'm wearing a blood pressure monitor for 24 hours to check my blood pressure, all of these signs and symptoms that the medical staff want to know about. And I must admit, as I was going through it, I was a bit anxious. And I was feeling like I want it to be this way, and I want this and that and the other thing. And so I followed these steps. And as I went through the appointment this morning, all of the things that I had thought about would be great, I've just set aside. I just went through and I didn't try anything. I just said, Lord, let this unfold before me perfectly in however it is meant to unfold. And my goodness, I was able to accomplish so many things and have so many ideas. And I had such a beautiful response from all of the people, way beyond anything I could have been asked for. So I know this works, my friends. I know that it is the way that we are meant to be living our lives. And so I invite you to join me. Plant new hopes and inspiration. Live this life on purpose. We know that we are divine beings, the expression of the divine in human form. And we are in this body for the purpose of expressing this divinity, to love and to serve, each in our own unique way. And so amazing, we have a silent partner ready to support us every moment of the day. And all the power, all the intelligence all the wisdom, anything that we could need to fulfill our purpose is right there. So let's together join in our centering prayer. And as we focus in this centering prayer, it's once again to maintain this connection. The answer to what is my purpose is within. And so as we practice each week, I encourage you to take the practice into your daily routine and establish your identity, not as this physical being. That will follow through, but establish your identity as the one living your divinity. This one living your divine purpose. Your intellect senses this. It rings true through this intuition, this intuitive spirit that knows deep inside. And your imagination feels it by divine right. And your consciousness knows it through faith and belief and trust. So let us go within and create this intention. I intend to live more entirely for my inner knowing, from inside out, which is all knowingness. And I intend to establish a newer and strong relationship with this silent partner within. I intend to learn to love everyone with that same love that I have for my immediately family. So think of someone you love, a child, a grandchild, a partner, a parent. Just think right now, take a few minutes to think of someone that you really love. And feel it right there. Feel that love. Allow that love to well up in you. Know what that, as you see the face of the one you love so dearly. And now invite into your space the face of someone we may find it difficult to love. It may be someone you know, or it may be a figure that you see on TV, or someone even in the past. And shine that same love on them. And engage your imagination. What would it be like if those few for whom you love so much were multiplied so that finally everyone you meet should arouse in you that same deep affection? Dare to lose your small affection, and you will find it increased and multiplied 1,000,000 times through greater union as you connect with this power within, with this silent partner. As Joseph Campbell reminds us, when you start small daily in this practice, gradually you will see that it spills over into the rest of your life. And when you do this, you put yourself on a kind of a track that's been there all the while waiting for you. The life that you were born to live. Doors will open and you will be helped by hidden hands. Then you will move towards giving your gift, aligning your life with your passion, and becoming truly alive. And if those of you who watched us last month, as David Alt reminded us, with his beautiful inspirational story, Simply say, I'm willing. Surrender your will to the divine will for your life. Not my will, but thy will be done. I am willing. And so we close with our poem. This week, the poem is by Rupert Spira. And he's a new poet, but it's not new to me. And I happened to see this online, and I would encourage you to go to his website, Rupert Spira, that's S-P-I-R-A. If you Google it, I'm sure you can find his website and find this poem. He has written it for children, but he says for children from 4 to 100. So I guess we're all children in that respect. But on his website, there are some drawings that go along with the poem for children, and they're beautiful. So if you care to do that, you may go do that search. So our poem today is called I Am Not Always Happy. I am not always happy. I don't always feel free. I'm not always lonely, but I'm always me. I'm not always naughty. I don't often feel shy. I'm not always hungry, but I'm always I. I'm not always sleepy. I don't often cry. I'm not always messy, but I am always I. I'm not always nice, and I don't always try. I'm sometimes forgetful, but I'm always I. Once I was 2, and for a while I was 3. I'm not always 4, but I'm always B. Sometimes I'm lazy, but I don't ever lie. I'm not always cheerful, but I'm always I. I'm not always right, but I do what I can. I may not be perfect, but I am what I am. Everything changes. So what can I be? I cannot be anything, but I am always me. From Rupert Spira. Go in peace. Namaste.
Thanks for watching. Join us again next Wednesday for more of On Purpose with Reverend Beth Linguri, only on New Thought Media Network. Learn more at www.ntmedia.org.